We're undefeated in 5, but only 3 wins out of our last 8 matches. Are the wheels starting to fall off? Let's go and have a look. Hi guys, Woody here. Welcome back. This is episode 18 of Sunday League to Premier League, a journeyman save. If you're enjoying this content and you're not yet subscribed, if you could please do that, that would mean a lot to me. I am trying to get to 200. I think I'm like 2 away at time of recording, so if you do that, that would mean a lot to me. Don't forget to hit that like button and chuck a comment down there. You know, whatever you want to comment, I'll probably give you something to comment about during the video, so keep an eye out for that. But let's get into this. So you can see by the fixtures here, we've yes, we're undefeated in 5, but you know, since we left you after that loss against Copenhagen, we beat Bruno. I always do that. We beat them 1-0. As you can see there, Bavuma got man of the match for them. So that was a for us. Sorry. So as you can see, we're under the pump and only 1-0. We then lost 2-0 to Slavia Prague, sorry, obviously they're one of the big dogs of the competition. We then lost 2-0 away at Spartak Moscow. I've clicked on it again. That was a bit of a blow. We were pretty ordinary in that. We then came back and Sesku Budajovic, yeah, that team, we were pretty ordinary against them. You can see the player ratings here. We had to rotate again. The fixtures are really taking their toll on us. We then had a 2-2 draw with Slovaco, who, remember, was one of the teams who I actually had an interview for and they turned me down. So that was a bit of a blow. And the only way we got back in that was a late own goal by their goalkeeper. So once again, weren't the best there. We then got a really good win against Spartak Moscow at home, 2-1, to really blow open that Euro Conference League Group B, which we'll have a look at in a minute. Then we came back and drew 1-1 with Slovan Liberec. Once again, XG, they were pretty ordinary. We probably should have scored goals. Samuel Lend hasn't been in the best, although I say that he's got 3 goals in 8 games, so it's not bad, but it's not what we expect of him. We then beat Victoria Pleasant 1-0 in the FA Cup 4th round. That was a good victory in the end. Today we're going to face Sigma Almanak and obviously Rosenborg in that Euro Cup 2 Group B. This is how the group looks at the moment. We've played 4 games. Copenhagen are on 8, we're on 6, Rosenborg on 4, and Spartak Moscow on 4. The group is wide open. As I said, I was planning to come back possibly Spartak Moscow, Slovan Liberec here, see how we're going. I thought we'd come back here because it's starting to be quite a few games. But I think if we beat Rosenborg, we'll go to 9 points. We need Copenhagen then to beat Spartak Moscow. They'll go to 11. And with 1 game remaining, neither Spartak or Rosenborg could catch us. So that would qualify us there. We draw or lose, and it's all blown back open again, which is slightly disappointing. We have made one transfer, I think, since I left you last. Yep. This guy here, Olvi Ejari, Nigerian, 27 years old. He looks pretty good mentally and technically. His physical's not super great, and his stamina is a little bit low, but just give us a nice little option there in the midfield behind the striker of all these games. He's actually come from playing with Reading in the Championship, so a lot of experience there from him. What else is there to show you? Oh, there is obviously one more thing to show you. Job history. Back to Protter in Iceland. They have been relegated. They finished dead last, so well done, guys. 4 wins, absolutely abysmal. They are, how are they going? They've got their Euro Cup 2 Group F. They are bottom of that as well. They're not going to qualify either, so no chance of facing them again. They have really, they just lost it. They've too many players left. Transfer history last year, players out. Who's big there? I mean, Manuel Felazola. Didn't I sell him? Harry Edwards-Johns, yeah, I sold him as well. Ali Palacios was the big one going out, but did any Muhammad as well. They just haven't seemed to, I didn't replace Ali Palacios, I think is the problem, and obviously they're not me. So they've gone down, which is slightly disappointing. Their money from the Conference League would be good for them. So we're actually down in 4th at the moment. Just a bit of a blow, 33 points. As you can see, Slavia Prague are starting to run away with it. Anyway, I've spoken enough, as I always do. Let's get in and play this game. How are we lining up at the moment? Do that, even though he's not quite at full fitness. He was injured. I think Hanang Mason Hydrick, because we've got Rosenborg in a couple of days. We'll go for this. Some players I haven't been super happy with lately with their hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all right. Soko on the bench. Adam Villacanova, I don't know. He doesn't play very well. He's dropped right out of the pecking order. Baron, we'll leave Baron on the bench. Want to slightly rotate. Are we going to do this? Samuel Lane, Tyler Smith. Yeah, we're going to put young Paul Kelly on the bench. The genuine cracking Czech name, the first Czech name that I can probably pronounce properly. We're going to go with this. I think this is enough to get over Sigma Omlak and just kind of, give some of these players a bit of a rest and whatnot to get into, obviously, that game against Rosenborg, who, that is a must-win. Like I said, we win that and we qualify, we go through the next round. Unfortunately, then we do face teams who drop down from the Europa League as well. So I want you guys to have a little bit of faith. I have faith in you. I really need to put these guys to the sword today. They've been undefeated in 3 as well. So hopefully we can get off and beat them. We're at home. It's a massive game if we want to stay up and around this top spot. I forget which teams go into the Champions one again. But we don't want to be down in this bottom group again, trying to push through for Euro Cup 2 spot. We want to try and, grab that spot straight off the bat. We're going to encourage the boys here. There's not much happening in this game. I've obviously brought you back for a really, really boring one. Again, both teams' XG is 0.61. So they're cracking every single time I do this. Every single time I swear over a game on camera, there's like one highlight in the first half. But it is Sigma Olmuak with the ball, but we have got it. It's Sipek on the ball now. Sipek lays it off to Finnick there on the left in place of Williams. It's Linden, chips the ball over. It's Finnick with the cross getting in. It's Samuel Land. Oh, there he is. His 19th goal of the season. So he's 10th in the league, mind you. He's been banging him in continentally. That is excellent. That is great play and a great first half highlight from us as we go on to half time and get in. That's it. And I point the finger. We're doing well, but definitely want you to take charge of this match. Keep going. You can make a difference. I always wonder, like I keep saying, does this one override the other team talk, or how they just spend the whole team and then a bunch of defenders over here? Let's talk about this. I don't know, whatever. Seems to work. I like it. As you can see, I do it every single game. They've got Izzy Brown. Wow. I think we had him on trial at one point. Here it is, the quarter Friday, and it is headed away by the Sigma player. It's Anang on the ball now. Ajahi, Heinrich, Anang, and Lend. And Lend has a pop. We'll keep an eye on players' fitness. Frederick here looking a little bit tired. He is probably someone who we would look to take off, as we want him nice and fit for that Rosenborg game. Still not comfortable enough for me to drop back the tactic a bit. We're going to bring Sissoko on. Sissoko is a non-EU player. Well, I've really made a mistake there. Who else probably needs a rest or isn't playing well? Sipek. Let's get Tyler Smith off. Let's give... you know what? Silhart hasn't playing great lately. I'm going to bring Paul Kelly on for his debut. Other than that, we're looking pretty damn ordinary. We are going to leave it as it is. We'll give the team sort of point the finger, go and make a difference. Sissoko has been in excellent form of late, so I I have complete faith that he can make a difference. Maybe it's a mistake putting Kelly on in his first professional game, but we'll see how that goes. Here's Sissoko now with a free kick. What can he do with it? Oof, just over the crossbar. Sigma now at the corner, and it is... Oh, I thought that was bundled in there for a second, but it got bundled all over the shop and popped out, and it is Bavuma on the ball now. He goes to Anung, and the highlight ends. Disappointing. So Lyndon is looking a little bit tired. Can bring anyone on for him? No, because I've made some weird mistakes on the bench. You know what? We're going to bring Anung off because he gets tired easy, and we'll do a little swapsy there. Get the team talk. Point finger gun, make a difference. Anung on the ball now. Ajahi, he plays it back to Finnick. Finnick flicks it through. It's Sissoko on the ball now. He's got the business. Sipek back to Sissoko. And the ball, it's Sissoko offside after all that. $80 minutes on the clock. Kind of just run this down. We might chuck out some time wasting now, I think, for the last 4 minutes. And I will take that. It isn't a super convincing win, but it is good enough. I'm happy we got the result, despite not being at our best. That's good. We've got a couple of wins on the bounce now. Hopefully we can take that form into the Rosenborg game, and we can beat them. Go and see what happens there, eh? We've come out just a tick early. We've got the FA Cup draw, so we'll have a look at that. I would like Dukla Prague. I would also take Zlin, Teplice. I'd take anyone apart from the two Prague teams. So we're first out of the hat, and we're at home. Dukla Prague. One of the teams I want to avoid. It's the one team I want to avoid. One of the... All right, back to the Rosenborg game. We beat them. Remember, it was our first cup game, Euro Cup group game. We beat them. Changes today. We've got Williams back in at left back there. I'm going to keep a Heidenreich to partnering Magnussen in the centre there. Dantes is fit, although I say that he has. I thought Heidenreich was playing a lot better, and they have a good done. Change that. Coase comes in for Ajahi, who is not registered. Linden stay there. Sipik, Friedrich, Smith, and then Lend. Wookie Brahms on the bench, although he's not quite 100% fit with Van Canova. I'll butcher his name. Vlakanova. Every time it's slightly different. Yeah, Philip Silhart. I thought this guy was playing quite well, but in fact, he has been awful. I thought he was playing well because he had one good game. He scored one goal. And apart from that, he's been absolutely abysmal. So it's a bit annoying having him on the bench. Because we don't really have too many other options. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good. We're definitely going to have to make some changes in the summer. I definitely think the likes of Sipek, he might have to go. I don't think he is that good anymore. As you can see, he's already 2.5 stars. And he's a better winger, but I want him as an inverted winger on that side. And obviously Adam, who just doesn't play very well. You have a look at his form the last couple of years. 31 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 6.7273, and he's actually playing worse this time. His whole time in this, since this whole save was started, even when I wasn't here, he wasn't playing that well. And even when they were in the second division, still couldn't get a 7. So he is our longest serving player, but I think it might be time to go bye-bye next year. Anyway, let's get into this. And hopefully, like I said, a win will see us finish second in the group. Maybe even top it, depending if Copenhagen we beat them in that final game, which is unlikely, but stranger things have happened. Point the finger, go out and impress me. Again, we need to do the I trust you, gonna make me proud. I'm expecting a bit more. Good, here we are. We're at home, which is a bonus. Oh no, we're not. We're in Rosenborg. Oh, I was thinking. So a bit of a tough one, but like I said, we win this and we qualify from the group. Draw it, and it's going to be tough in that last game. Here is Friedrich with the corner now. He whips in, and Magnussen. Obviously, the corner stuff has been slightly nerfed. For us, we're still playing that corner tactic because I think, and it would still do well. Sipek on the ball now. He flicks it in, but he's headed away by the Rosenborg defender. But we get the ball back through Smith to Kodis. He gets it back to Anang. Anang to Kodis. Anang, Kodis, Kodis, Anang. He couldn't get it over the top to Smith, and Rosenborg have the ball now. Looking out to play it out from the back. Well, they've already played it out from the back. Keep up with commentary, mate. Just passing the ball around here, looking for a break, and they try and flick it forward, but Anang is got enough time on the ball and pass back to Bavuma. That looks very suspect there, but once again, XG off the chart in this game as we both teams combined. Oh, look at ours, popped up to 0.42. So we have been the better team, and we are on it now with Sipek. What can he do? Can he unleash Unlen? No, he's just had the ball totally nicked off him as he tried for a burst of speed there. And Rosenborg have the ball now, looking for a counter attack. Although slow, they're just using their passing to get out of this. He's not good as Noah, but he cannot chip Bavuma, thank God. Hopefully Bavuma's slide there actually put him off. With half an hour in, and I haven't yelled some encouragement yet for the boys, so let's try and do that. XG is about the same. Clear-cut chances. Rosenborg have had one. I'm assuming it was that last heart that we saw that was that chip. Fouls committed. We're up to 10. They haven't done one yet, so that's how we like to play it. Still at 0-0. What's happening in the Copenhagen Spartak Moscow game? That is at 0-0 as well. So if both these games finish in draws, that just blows that group wide open. I am still convinced we are in like one of the toughest groups in this draw. There's not really a whipping boy of the group. You would assume that is us. You look at some of these other groups here, Bohemian, Sheriff, TNS, Sarajevo, and so forth. They are not up at the standard of, the teams in. We really, really need to get the ball here and do something. Like I said, a win sees us qualify, a draw takes it all up until that final day's play, and it is Rosenborg on the ball now, and they have just made a miss. They've made a miss. Demand some more. I'm going to look to make a couple of substitutions in around about 5 minutes or so at the 70th minute mark. And we're probably here with we XG wise we have been the better team. We've got our XG over 1. What are we going to do to change this? Sipek once again is being ordinary. God, words today. Linden is having a shocker. We're going to bring on Soko for him. Christian Friedrich and Carlos Smith not having great games, and neither is Samuel and Lend. I'm tempted to bring on Wilkie Brahms. Not quite 100% fit. We will give Samuel Unland probably another 5 or 10 minutes, but we're going to chuck it out and go very attacking. I'm going to shout at the boys to demand more. Eventually got there in the end. It's Assen, he flicks it over and it goes over the top, excuse me, into the crowd. There's Bavuma now with the goal kick as he launches it upfield. And we lose possession again, and this is Rosenborg on the attack now, and Bavuma, that was a great save, but we can't get the ball out. Right with the corner, and it's headed out, and Sissoko on the ball again. He hoofs it over, it's headed. Oh, there we get the corner. It's Friedrich now with the corner. He gets it over, and we get another corner. We are knocking on the door here, as the commentary says. Come on, Magnussen. We're going to bring Wilkie Brahms on to play behind the striker now. We look like we're going to run out of time. We yell at the boys to encourage them a bit more. I can't believe we haven't scored. What can we do here? Let's have a look at the instructions. Let's work the ball into the box. Let's run at the defense. We'll try that, actually. Don't know how much he's going to do, though, for the last 4 minutes of this game. It looks like it's going to be a draw. And Spartak Moscow are beating Copenhagen. Wow, that has absolutely blown this group wide open. I feel like we should have scored. We didn't have any clear-cut chances, but our XG, their goalkeeper, had a worldie. We didn't go, if you've got mentioned, so okay, yeah, sure, that sounds good. It's a bit gutting. That is a bit gutting. So here is the group at the moment. Copenhagen on 8 points, Spartak Moscow on 7, us on 7 with a -1 goal difference, and Rosenborg on 5. That's you get 141k for that. Honours even. Let's go and have a look how that looks in the next game. So we have Copenhagen, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we do. We're at home though. So it's going to be very, very tough. I don't think a draw is going to be enough. The only way it would work is if we draw and Rosenborg beat Spartak Moscow. That's not even because... No, then Rosenborg would go to 8 and we would go out on minus goal difference. So I think it's still goal difference, is it? Results between teams. So as a result between teams are first. So we would potentially then still go ahead of Rosenborg because we beat them. It's Rosenborg. So wow, that we really needed to win to progress from that. Well, I guess that is a massive crunch game, so I will probably go away. I will play the Mlada Boleslav game off camera. We'll come back for the FC Copenhagen game and possibly the Bohemians game, and we'll see how that goes. What is that game? Oh, that's a friendly against Slack, because then we obviously have the January break. Why are we only playing one friendly? I thought we should play more. Got 2 months off of football. We'll definitely be putting some more friendlies in that there. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave a like on there. Chuck a comment in there. Do you think we've got enough to get through this group stage? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.